Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Monday night Teen Zoom. Here, I'm going to, oh, it is unpinned. Okay. Today is April 22nd.
Yep.
Sorry, we were just kind of in our glory and excitement with Dr. Pilar and Joe Labiola's new baby. We got to see, sorry you didn't on the recording, but you'll see him in the future. Hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful Passover, Easter, whatever religion you're celebrating. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. We did.
We evidently had an Eastover buffet.
An Eastover? What does that mean?
Cross between Easter and Passover.
Oh, we had an Eastover.
I learned that word today.
Eastover.
Eastover. Exactly. Sounds like a town out by Tim in Long Island, but it was. We had a great time.
We did.
Lots of family, right, Jesse? Right.
Family's the best. You're still here, Jesse? Thought you left. Loved her. I got to see her twice yesterday. Nothing better than seeing the kids. Okay, so let's get started. First, I just want to tell you guys, this Wednesday, I'm going to be doing the charge up call. It is the invite and send a tool. But what's more important is that I'm going to have Melissa Weber, our silver executive, our EMP earner. She's going to be telling her story on the charge up call this Wednesday. And I'm really excited because I have not heard her story from start to finish. And actually, it's not finished. It's still becoming. And so this has been a journey for Melissa, and quite a journey. And it's not about her opportunity where she's earning the EMP now. It's about how she got here physically. And she's not just your normal start with 2 ounces twice a day. She had to start at a ½ ounce a day. And it took quite a while. And like I said, she's still a year and a half. She's still healing. But it's an amazing journey she's been on. And so please get on the charge up call this Wednesday. The phone number is, I'm going to copy and
Should
paste
they get anybody else on that call?
You should get everybody on. Don't get nervous. I don't want Melissa to get nervous.
She's not going to get nervous.
She's not. Where's my?
The whole world wants to hear Melissa's story.
Where did my chat go?
It's right there.
Sorry about that. Here we go. Here's the phone number. And that is going to be at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Melissa's time, I think that's going to be 10 a.m. Yep, she is.
Do they have clocks where Melissa lives?
Sure.
Oh, good.
Sure. By the way, that's a good thing to say. You know what? When he says that, he's joking, but it's true. Melissa has built this business on a cell phone. She doesn't have Wi-Fi. She doesn't have internet connection like we do. She lives in
God say it.
Missouri.
Is it Missouri?
I think it's Missouri, right?
I think it's Missouri.
Missouri. But wherever, she doesn't have, you know what her goal is today? She told me she's going to make enough money so she can buy her own tower. Isn't that great?
There you go. There's some tenacity.
That's right. So anyway, I can't wait for you guys to hear her story. It's fantastic. And I'm just so excited for her that she started out with a lot of us just sharing the product, where we're going to hear tonight about starting with the business and building with the business. She did start with the product, and now she's kind of morphing into that product, that business. And if she wants to say anything, she can, but I don't want to throw her under the bus, Melissa. But
no, you're not throwing me under, but I started with a quarter of an ounce. I was one of the ones that could barely take any, but yeah, and now I'm drinking 16 ounces. So yeah.
And tell us where you live.
I live in Missouri.
Yeah.
And I'm working on buying a Wi-Fi tower for my own yard.
There you go.
Awesome.
But she actually said today she's going to get herself an iPad, something that she can now work with what she has. So it's setting goals. You know how we talk about setting your why and setting those time-specific goals. So her first one, she started making enough money that now she was looking at iPads today because she can't use a regular computer because she has no internet, but an iPad can. Then her next goal is to have her own internet.
Exactly. And how many people would say, I only have a cell phone, I can't do this?
I know, it's crazy.
Exactly.
This
is what this company is built on.
Yeah. And it's exciting, guys, when you watch. You know, we all have computers here. We all have Wi-Fi. Can you imagine building your business on your cell phone? and becoming a silver executive and getting into the EMP, the Executive Momentum Pool, not even knowing, just by sharing the product. So, it can be done both ways, but I'm really excited, and I think you're going to love Melissa's story and be able to share it with others. So we're looking forward. And guys, give her kudos, because this is the first time. She's never wanted to speak in public. She's been doing it on this call. Thumbs up, Melissa. And now she's going to go out in front of the national call. Right, guys? Give her a thumbs up if you guys,
We'll all be there.
We will. Just a
Yeah.
We'll make my patients sit there and wait.
Wait, what does this say here? Oh, Scott says she doesn't get nervous. You're right, Scott. She doesn't seem nervous to me. She claims to be, but I don't think she is.
And somebody said, can non-associates listen? Non-associates can always listen to the charge-up call. They're always compliant. Get them on there. Get them on every day.
Yeah, the charge-up call, especially, it's a safe place. The first 5 to 10 minutes, the testimonial part, bring on your prospects. That's the whole purpose of this call. The first part of the charge-up call is for guests. And so we don't talk about ranks. We don't talk about the money. We bring on somebody about doing their testimonial. I did ask Melissa to share on Wednesday what the product did for her. She just started making money, but that's not what it's about. And then we thank everybody for the people that have joined it. If they want to stay on for the training part, they can, but it is a safe place for all prospects. It's not about the business. Brittany Love says, woohoo! Scott Lavelli, thumbs up. Diane, woo, kudos, girl. Scott says, haha, yep, cell phone. I chat with her every day. Trust me, she doesn't get nervous. It's awesome. So yeah, looking forward to that, Melissa. I'm really excited. Okay, let's go. So guys, I have been, we've been bringing on Mal Sword and listening to how he got now double ambassador, making over 100,000, maybe 200,000 a month. But he just talked about, because people he says about doing your why, making your list, that kind of thing. But he did a Zoom on a 90-day blitz, on doing 90-day fast starts, 90-day blitz. We used to do 90-day blitz. We've done them in the past. And you know what? It's maybe time to do one again. But you really have to be in the mindset to do a 90-day blitz, because it's a lot of work. And so it's not for everybody, but it's for somebody that wants to move quickly, wants to move efficiently, and wants to do the work. And that's really what it is. So it's a 45-minute Zoom on Mal talking about doing this 90-day blitz, but then he leads you to the Eric Worre on how to do it. But the last 15 minutes of the Zoom with Mal was really, it touched on a lot of things, on a lot of questions that we have, kind of about building the business. Some of us build it around the product. Some of us build it around the opportunity. So this is about the opportunity. But again, he just touches on some things that I know that we've had those questions, that we have people asking us these questions. So it was the 15 minutes after this Zoom, it was the Q&A that he did that we're going to play for you, that I think is going to open up a lot of our minds and kind of click and make sense. And so, of course, I'm going to want you to watch this whole Zoom, but this 15 minutes, which we're going to talk about after I play this, is a big eye-opener. So I hope you guys will pay attention, because we don't have a lot after this call. Please watch this 15 minutes, and then we'll go from there. So let me hit share. And here we go. Melissa, can you see Q&A with Mal? Thumbs up? Okay. So I am going to open this up. I'm going to hit play, and then Melissa, I just want you to tell me that you can hear it, and then I'll open it up.
5, 6, 7 years ago, I had a quick chat to him. I said, look, I've got something I'd love to share with you. Have you got a card? He gave me his business card. I called him today.
a reason to do it. So Malcolm had a really strong reason. I know many of you on this call have really strong reasons. You will have your tongue hanging out, but success is not built on convenience, and the results will be worth it. I'm going
Can't hear her.
Now we can hear
He got a
Terry.
card, he gave me his business
there.
card. I called him today. He took information.
Can you hear it?
We could just then before you stopped it. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay.
I'm following up with him in a few days' time. He's keen. The second one was somebody I met at a business event in 2000 and what are we now? 2016, 2015 at a business event. I got her card, and I mean, we met very briefly, probably for 2 seconds. She wouldn't have remembered me from a bar of soap, so it was kind of like a cold call. But I said, look, we have met before.
Can't hear him anymore.
Again. Yeah.
With people you met 3 days ago, it's just building a database. It's just learning how to communicate with people, and building a list of people that you connected with. But there's two people that, you know, one I really didn't know. The other one I hadn't met for years. Kind of forgotten about him. So, but that kind of happens every day. I'm out. You know, we're all out talking to people. I don't fang them on the spot. I just might say in conversation, they ask me what I'm doing. I said, look, I'm delivering something very exciting. It's been developed by a US biotech company. I'm delivering it to the market. It's very exciting. Let me have your card. I'd love to share it with you at some stage. I don't say in half an hour. I don't jump all over them. I just use some people skills. And the choice of words that we use are very important. I don't want people to think that I'm just going to fang them. You know, anyway, and one of the questions I ask people when I enroll them, first of all, is, do you have a mobile phone? And there's very few people that I've ever met that don't have a mobile phone. And the question I ask them is, do you mind if I ask how many names you've got in your mobile phone? Most people will say somewhere between 300 and 700. There's a database. I had somebody a couple of years ago, she said, I just don't know anybody. I said, oh, really? I said, are you on Facebook? She said, yes. I said, do you mind if I ask how many Facebook friends you've got? She said, I'm maxed out at 5,000. People know people. What people do when they come to a business like this, they automatically think, who do I know that will build and see a business? That's not the question to ask. You will never know who's going to build a business like this. I don't assume that I know who's going to build a business like this. That's not what I do. What I do is make a phone call, connect with somebody to ask them the question, share a little bit about what ASEA is, the technology. I don't mention certain words. I don't use certain words. I don't ask people, are you interested? I don't mention the word product. I have a very concise phone script. And at the end of it, my question is, John, may I ask, are you open to looking at other income options? So my aim is to ask that to people. But look, everybody's got a list. So here's a good way of making a names list. I don't know if you can see this. This is what I would encourage all of you to do as your homework over the next couple of days. I've been using this for a long time. And this will prompt your memory. This is a very simple thing. I was shown last century. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So on the top left, you write A to Z of names, and on the other side, A to Z of occupations. And then people that have said to me, I don't know anybody, I start going through that, and I said, okay, Mary, do you know somebody with the name Anne? Do you know an Angela? Do you know an Adam? Do you know an Aaron? Do you know a Bill, a Bob, a Brian, a Benjamin, a Bernadette, a Brenda? Do you know a Christopher? Do you know a Chase Lee? Do you know a Chris? Do you know a Dennis? Do you know? And then we come to the other side. Do you know an accountant? Do you know an architect? Do you know a builder, a butcher, a banker, a boilermaker? What this does, it jogs the memory. Yeah. What most people do is they go and they think, okay, who do I know that's going to build and see a business? Here's what I would say to you, everybody, whoever asked that question and whoever is on the call wondering, let me just address it this way. if I was, what are we today? Monday night. If I was to get together with you on Thursday and I said to you, I will give you $1,000 in cash for every name that you have written down with a telephone number beside it, how much money would you like me to bring? And most people would say, I'd like you to bring a briefcase with about $200,000 or $300,000 or $400,000. Exactly, because now you're not focusing on the ASEA business or what you're going to say to somebody. Now all you're focused on is $1,000.
Yeah.
And too often people try and prejudge who's going to build this. That's a dangerous thing to do. Oftentimes you'll look at people you'll think will be really good at this business. They don't do anything. Oftentimes you'll look at people and you think they may not do anything. I don't think they'll do anything. And they become involved, and they may not be your leader, but 3 down underneath them, you might find the biggest leader in your organization that had you not introduced that person, you wouldn't have found your way 3 levels down to find that key leader. So don't prejudge anybody. So look, unless you've just arrived here from outer space, or you've arrived from another country and you don't know anybody in Brisbane. But you know what? Even if I didn't know anybody, I would build a database. I'd take 2 weeks. I would go out, I would meet people, I'd talk to people, I'd get on the phone, I would build a database, and then in 2 weeks, I would begin my blitz. I'd have enough people rolling that I would get on the phone and I'd start communicating with them. Most people don't do it because they're frightened of people saying no to them.
I'll just get through a couple of the other quick questions. There's a few on there. With the contacting too, I'll just add that like the 4 calls I made today were from people that I've connected through on LinkedIn that I didn't know yesterday. So whilst I believe that it's very tricky and almost impossible to make conversions, at least how I've found it, just on social media platforms, it's a great way to meet people as long as you can then transfer them and get them onto a live phone call or a live coffee. So if someone's actually stuck in the house with little kids or whatever and they can't get out, you can still reach out to people and go, I love your profile. I love that you've got a yoga studio. There's something I'd like to run by you. Is there a good time we could talk tomorrow? I do that and I connect with people live. People are warm. Most people are great.
You're a lot younger than I am, Christina. You know how to drive that LinkedIn machinery. I'm not very good at it. There are some of this on this call that are kind of old school, and we're used to picking up the dog and bone and having a chat with somebody.
Wow.
You know, the worst things anybody's ever going to say is no. And when you understand that the more no's that you get, the more that the ASEA is going to pay you, and learn to discipline your disappointments. People in the 30 odd years, I don't know, years that I've been contacting people, nobody has ever drawn blood on the phone. The worst I've ever got is no thanks. And once you can learn to get that there's no problems getting no's. In fact, the more no's you get, the better. But look, you can source people from LinkedIn, I agree.
No, I mean, I'm getting on the phone to them. Like I'm not bypassing the phone call.
No, I know that, but you know how to harvest names off the LinkedIn. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. I mean, from anywhere, from anywhere. Okay, we've got a couple of questions here. What is the, okay, let's answer this. Are you working 5, 6, or 7 days a week in the same place?
Depends on how badly you want the outcome. Normally it works 6. I would recommend you have 1 day off a week to rest and recover.
Okay. What's the most common stumbling block that you would find in a 90-day blitz that you'll see people that might take them off track?
Their mental attitude.
Okay.
They lose their resolve because they look at what's happening. People look back over their shoulder. They start sowing, and they don't see the results coming in straight away. Remember, most people want instant gratification. They want to see the wins straight away. And you've got to keep sowing and sowing and sowing. And this will test your resolve. To go 90 days, test your resolve, your belief, your attitude, your faith. That's why it's important to work with a mentor who can guide you and encourage you. Keep going, mate. Keep going. Keep sowing, keep sowing. You cannot sow without reaping. The principles in our universe are these. If you sow, you must reap, but you will not reap in the same season in which you sow. These are irrefutable laws of the universe. And as James Rohn says, sometimes people say, well, I don't like those laws. And as James Rohn used to say, well, when you get your own planet, you can make your own laws. But on this planet, we're a guest, and that's kind of the way it works. But you will, if you continue to sow, you must reap.
Yeah.
You must. I can't tell you whether it's going to be day 3, day 16. I can promise you, you keep going, you get better at the calls, but have somebody coming in behind you to encourage you. Work with a coach.
Okay, guys. So there's your tease. Amazing. There's a lot of good lessons in here, guys. I mean, when you listen to Mal and it's like, okay, that makes sense. So all we did was listen to getting ready for a 90-day blitz. And I'm going to show you where you can go to get ready to do. If you want to do a 90-day blitz, I want you to watch the first, hold on, let me just go here and let me just exit from that because I want to give you, okay, here is the link to the Zoom that you were just watching. If you just go to YouTube, it is Getting Started, the 90-Day Blitz, and I'll put this in our Zoom. I'm getting good at this copy and pasting.
Like, this is so confusing. Look at you.
Okay, so that's on YouTube. It's Getting Started Training, the 90-Day Blitz. That's by Mal Sword. That's the link. There's the link. Watch it. Like I said, it's 45 minutes of Ian and Christina talking about how to get started, what to do, how to get your new people started, and really focused around the business. Then at the end of the Zoom that you were just watching, I'm going to cheat a little bit. And I'm going to give you the Eric Worre that he says to watch. It's the 90-Day Blitz training by Eric Worre. Let me put that in. Sure. Okay. And that's the one with Eric Worre that teaches you how to do a 90-day blitz. So what is a 90-day blitz? A 90-day blitz is literally taking your business from 0 to 100 in like 90 days. Like if you're serious, if you're willing to do the work. He says it's literally like an hour and a half every day of making phone calls. It is letting your family know, I'm going for this in 90 days. Do you really want this? If you really watch the Zoom by Mal, then watch the one and see if you're ready. So we're going to say, you can't be ready tomorrow. So we're going to ask everybody next Monday. You can let me know if you want to do a 90-day blitz. If you're fully in, you're going to do this, great. If you're not ready to start next Monday, that's okay. You can do it when you want, but it will give you the idea. It'll give you the advantage to know like what a 90-day blitz does and how to do it. And so it's like you want your business, as Mal says, if your business builds slow, it's really bad. You want to build it fast. Listen, we haven't been the fastest business builders, and we said we need to move this into overdrive. Like we kind of did it at our own pace, but this business, as Mal will tell you, builds much better when you do it at a faster pace and not so good when you do it at a slower pace. So we're going to ramp up.
MJ Durkin says ASEA is a momentum business.
Yeah.
So you can't have a momentum and then just manage. You did a training once for the company called Enroll Your Way to Diamond and Manage Your Way to Gold.
Yeah. Oh boy, that wasn't too long ago. So we have to stop managing again. And it's okay to build slow if you want. But
yeah, so if it takes you 10, 15 years to get to Presidential Diamond, making $100,000 a month, okay.
We've all kind of learned along the way. This has been a company that is very different from other companies. We all started at the beginning. Some of you that have just gotten in, good for you. You didn't have to get in at the beginning because you're still in at the beginning. And that's where you want to be. But let's speed it up. Let's do like Mal is saying, you can help so many. What moves? Do people move products or do products move people?
Let me think about this. Products don't move people.
Thank you. Oh gosh, it got me nervous when he said products. I was like, no, he knows it. People move products. And so we need to learn how to help people. And this is a people business. It's not a sales. So think about this. You think when people say, I don't want to sell, you know what? I don't want to do products.
I just want to help people. What if those people need an extra $500 or $1,000 a month to stay in their home, you can be sure they would say thank you.
Yeah. I think I told that to Melissa today, that in the beginning, it's always about helping people with the products, and that's exciting when somebody comes back to you and it's been happened hundreds, thousands of times with us, where we've helped people get their lives back, their health back, their future back. But what's really that's rewarding. But what's really exciting is when somebody says, I want to do this business. I want to take off. I want to do this. That is a whole nother system of reward. It feels good. It's awesome because so many people are suffering. Every single person. I don't think I've talked to anybody that says that they're financially okay. Everybody needs more money. Everybody. And if you guys can tell me that you've talked to somebody that says, I got all the money in the world, anybody that has all the money in the world, they want another income source. And everybody else just needs, we're all digging ourselves out of debt, right? So let's start changing it around. So watch this thing by Mal, who went from zero to
Zero to hero.
Well, zero to hero, a couple $100,000 he's got to be making a month. And then
Eric Worre.
And Eric Worre, and let us know if you want to do the 90-day. So we'll be doing the 90-day. If you want to be in, great. You'll be held accountable. So don't do it if you don't want to. But if you do, great. We're going to do it together. You can't lose. You can only win. You can't lose from making that commitment and going for it. Okay. I'm excited. I'm a turtle. Brittany Love. Hey, Brittany. She says, so exciting. I'm a turtle, but I'll keep going. Brittany's had her own challenges. She's back, and it's awesome, right? Every day's halftime, right, Brittany? So we're glad that you are back. You had your own stuff going on this past year, and listen, we all have, and I'm glad you're back.
And we don't care if you're a hare, a turtle, or a hairy turtle, as long as you keep moving.
There's no such thing as a hairy turtle.
What is wrong with that guy?
So cute. No hairy turtles. Okay, let's see. Hey, I wanted to say, wait a minute. Hey, Sandy Alexander started plugging in, and she was in the top associate of rollers for the previous week. So way to go, Sandy Alexander. She started plugging in, doing the scripts and doing presentations. Look what happened. She did presentations.
How many did she do? She did 3.
She did 3.
We helped her with 2. She did 1 on her own, and she got on the top enroller board.
There you go. Way to go, Sandy.
Starts with a decision and then declare.
There you go. There you go. Okay, so we know the A-Lift process, which is the whole thing about amazing molecules, team reactive. A-Lift is stands for, well, of course.
You know all these.
Well, of course. Its attitude is the foundation which our business is built. Lift, so L is for make your list. I is for invite and send a tool. F is for follow up, and T is for teach your team to do the same. And that's what the charge up calls are built upon. So did you know that even though we have compassion for others, care about them, and want to see their health and lives improve, we must practice indifference or non-attachment. That's key to the decision they make when it comes to ASEA. We know the decision is theirs to make, and we respect it. Some people have the consciousness to understand what ASEA is, and some people do not. And it's sad. There are many who are needing and wanting what ASEA has to offer, so relax and keep looking for people. So your mindset should be sincere, be yourself. Don't try to sound like somebody else. It's okay if you're not perfect. Don't take yourself too seriously, and relax and have fun. So we've been talking about scripts, and we have some scripts if you want them. But you should, as Mal will tell you, know your script. Know it, have it memorized word by word, line by line. If that's what it takes, do it over and over so you have it down so that when you talk to somebody, you talk with confidence. and that you're secure in what you're saying. So that's, oh, I just lost my place. Hold on. So that's really awesome. Tomorrow night is the animal webinar. And this is going to be with, of course, Beth Wofford. This week's guest is Linda Tansek. She's the co-founder and president of a nonprofit organization called Helping Horses and Heroes. She's a certified equine sports massage therapist using traditional and non-traditional bodywork.
Say that 5 times fast.
Oh boy, I know. So here is, let me just put this to everybody. There you go, for the animal webinar tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Again, when people, not everybody is for people, but some do ASEA for animals. And I will tell you, my animals have thrived because of ASEA. I just had them to the vet last week, right? We took them.
They're still ugly, but they're good.
They're so cute. Stop that. And the vet is just like, he looked at my dog. She's 12 years old. He looked at her mouth. He couldn't believe how good her teeth looked. He's like, unbelievable. Her fur. She's just this. They're just perfect. And he knows about ASEA, and he just says, keep using it, you know, because he's too stupid to use it with his patients. But he believes it because he knows. He's watched it in his office happen. But he's just too stupid.
He's from Patterson, New York. No telling what's going on in his brain.
I actually love him. He's actually brilliant. He's just too
It's like loving Forrest Gump. That's right.
Close-minded.
Exactly.
That's right.
We love Forrest Gump, our veterinarian.
Yay!
Dr. Gump.
Dr. Gump. Oh, Evan, we love you. We won't say his last name. Okay.
Knaus.
You're so bad. We just can't. We love him. He's such a great vet. He's just stupid when it comes to redox. But that's okay. Doesn't change our opinion. Hey, we know Alan Noble is back on if you need a presentation on Thursday nights, and it's about hearing the redox breakthrough, the science, the company behind it. Here is the information to, let me just copy and paste that, of course. It will. Just you stop yourself. I can make this work. Hold on. Let's see. All right, fine. Here it is. I don't know. All right, listen, go to
DiscoverASEA.com Thursday night.
Discover
at some
ASEA.
time. We're
Yeah.
not sure.
It's 9 o'clock. Same thing. DiscoverASEA.com. Okay?
9 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
Get everybody on it. Let Uncle Alan do the job.
Okay. I think that's all that we have on our information for tonight. So, does anybody have any questions, comments? Welcome. You're amazing. Oh, God. You know what? We did have, wait. Don't go anywhere. Let's go here. Hey, we want to recognize, I think we recognized last week, but we always like to go one week back. So Janine Jelanovich from Redox Life went from Director 300 to Director 700. Freddie Jose Moreno Saez, Freddie Moreno, went from Director to Director 700. Greta Petey went from Associate to Director. Amita Maria Diaz went from Director to Director 300. Zania Narvaez went from Director to Director 300. And Aracelius Judith De La Hoz went from Director to Director 300. And another big shout out to Columbia. Wow.
They are taking off like a rocket ship.
And you know, they have everything like against, like, it's not easy in Columbia. It's not easy. They're paying the same prices. They don't have the product. It's just easy. They can't get the mini tubes. It's like, and they're just killing it, guys. So there's no excuses. There's just no excuses. And by the way, what's the annual monthly salary of somebody in Columbia?
It's like $300.
$300 a month is their annual, their monthly.
Their
salary.
average salary per person.
And they're all buying. ASEA. And they're
It's
all
life-changing.
It's life-changing. So they get it, and also they're getting the business aspect of it, because that's really why many of them are doing it, is for the business aspect, and it's just helping everybody with the product. So many of them are just starting for the business part of it.
And they're smarter than us. Columbia loves network marketing.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, any questions? Is the animal webinar for Diane? It is for everybody. Anything we put out here, all of the webinars, yeah, the animal webinars, all the Tuesday stuff, like the animal health professionals, those are all for prospects.
Everything is for everybody except the ASEA Healthy Self, and that's only for people that you invite in. You're not
but they're for everybody.
They're for everybody, but you got to just stay compliant on Facebook so nobody shuts us down.
So it's really, again, the Tuesday night corporate calls. Some of those can maybe just be for associates, but again, they have
product training. That was for
everybody.
And if people want to hear Chuck or Jerem or Tyler, more power to them. Not going to say anything.
So you know what, Diana? Good thing. Go to YouTube and put in ASEA channel. Put in our channel. But if you put in ASEA channel, you will find like all the videos, and then you'll kind of know what's safe for the people that you're inviting to the channel. And we have some really good stuff on our channel too. I don't think it goes that way, does it?
If that's not it, it's close.
I don't think so. I don't know if you can just do that. Let's see. No, you can't do that, guys.
But just go to the Terry Malmet channel.
You can just go to Terry Malmet on YouTube and we'll bring up.
We didn't name it after me because nobody would go to it.
I don't know. We had no idea. I just did it, and people like it. So.
People love it. We have some with over 10,000 views.
You can always find these Zooms. These Monday night Zooms are also under our Monday team Zooms if you can't get online.
On YouTube.com, and then just look up Terry Malmet.
Paul Tyra is on his way home from
Manila if he gets out after they had a little earthquake today.
Earthquake this morning. He's fine. He's good. He's on his way traveling. Okay. Any questions? Any comments? Do you want to welcome anybody? So, guys, we will ask again next Monday. Watch those Zooms, watch those webinars. If you don't know, if you want to copy those, all you have to do is go to the chat section. So you don't have to copy everything down. If you want to copy what's in this chat section, go to your chat at the bottom of your board. And once you click on that, you'll see on the right, it says more. Click on more, and then it says save chat. It's your top choice. So save your chat. That will save. It'll show you where it's going to save it on your computer, and then you can look at all the things that we've added to this tonight.
Beautiful.
Anybody, anything else? And if not, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night on the animal webinar, and I hope that you guys will make the choice to do this.
Absolutely. Join us in the 90-day blitz, and see you Thursday on the Discover ASEA at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Diane. Bye, Dana. Bye, Pat, Tim.